Welcome to FOMO Consulting for your daily AMC stock analysis video on Thursday, June 3rd. Ladies and gentlemen, today was our test and we passed it. And as always, the apes are winning, the diamond hands are winning, and most importantly, the retail investor is winning. So if you find this video informative and entertaining, please like, share, certainly comment, and most importantly, subscribe. It's a newer channel and I would appreciate the support. Let's get into the video. Thank you to everyone who has liked, shared, commented, and subscribed. It means the world to me. Thank you. So let's start with a quote. A diamond is a lump of coal that did really well under pressure. Henry Kissinger. We certainly have felt the pressure today. It has been a roller coaster day. It has been a day of truly testing what a diamond hand means. And I believe that we all passed the test. It was certainly a day to remember. So let's look at the broader market. Overall, the broader market really, I think, affected AMC more than most people realize. S&P was down 15 points, Dow was down 23 points, NASDAQ down 141 points. And the Russell 2000, which we are linked into, is 18 points down. And if you just briefly look at the charts of all four indices, it is very clear that there were major sell-offs from the opening bell, and everything really struggled to recover throughout the day. Even with positive jobs data, it was just a tough day on the market. Tech was hit hard yet again, especially Tesla. So let's look at crypto. Crypto overall had a good day. Bitcoin at the time of this recording up about 2.5%. Ethereum up nearly 3 points. Litecoin up nearly 2 points. So overall, great day in crypto. No worries here, right? That's about 2 days in a row. So our German counterparts had the exact same problem we had. They were trading along, doing just fine, and then the massive dump. They did close positive 9.29%, at least at the time of this recording, at $56. So they pretty well mirrored the United States AMC chart almost to a T. So let's look how AMC did today. Overall, it could have been far worse. We actually recovered well. We closed down $11.21, 17.92% at $51.34. We are slightly down after hours. The algo trading is working very hard to keep us suppressed. And no doubt with Adam, Aaron, and Trey's interview later this evening, certainly they are trying to keep a lid on this. But as you can see, we fell off at market open. Actually, it all started pre-market, and we continued our spiral down to $37.88 or 66 cents. Recovered back up to a intraday high of 68.80, and then fell back off to close at 51.34. So overall, that was about a $90 swing or a $90 roller coaster we won. So let me show you the chart of the German market for AMC, and you can see clearly how it pretty well mirrored the action throughout the day at the time of the fall off. Obviously, they have an earlier close because they're in a different time zone, but you can certainly see the similarities. Let's look at the Russell 2000. You can certainly see how we almost followed it identically throughout the trading day. We are very tied into that sector, as well as others throughout the ETF markets. But overall, a strong recovery day. We certainly passed the test. A lot of profit taking from yesterday. Certainly the 11 million shares did not help our cause pre-market with that news coming out. And then the shorts took the opportunity to pile in, and also the day traders. So overall, a strong day. We passed the test. This is one of the more volatile days you will ever experience in the stock market. So let's look at it from a different perspective. So you can look at the RSI. We were under exceptionally strong selling pressure all day long. only really got into overbought for a couple brief periods of time. When we did, it was slammed back down, obviously, by the short interest, selling pressure, day traders, you name it. We just never could really recover from the $11 million or 11 million share news. They just piled in and stayed piled in all day long. So one thing I want to bring to your attention here, so those three yellow arrows are literally the exact time that Trey was on Fox Business. Literally from the time he came on, they wanted, I believe, to send a very clear and concise message. So at about 2:16, they slammed it down, and they did it repeatedly. Three major sell-offs. Those were over about 2.5 million shares in each of those candles. I believe they wanted to send a very clear message while he was on air about their strength. So we are certainly in a fight, ladies and gentlemen. So let's look at AMC on a broader picture. So this is the hourly chart over the last few days. Absolutely nothing to complain about, but you can see where the alligator's mouth has now closed. He's not trending downwards. He's just taking a little nap. Obviously, with all the selling pressure today, the RSI is down. We actually needed somewhat of a cool off. So I am not upset about this, albeit it was a stressful day to watch the price action, multiple halts, and that sort of thing. So let's zoom out just a little bit, keeping everything in perspective. MACD is fully bullish. RSI, as you can see, cooled off just a little bit today and certainly needed to. I believe we are set up for yet another run. And on the weekly chart, you can certainly see no worries there longer term. Again, when in doubt, zoom out. So what I want to remind everyone who may or may not have been involved in GME at the time of the January squeeze. In the days leading up to, this is the 4-hour candles. So it pretty much represents one day for two candles. GME on the 25th fell off 28%, recovered back up in that second candle 10%. So they were down 18% on that day. Overall, pretty bullish action leading up to, but on the day of the biggest part of the squeeze, pre and post market, it ran up 28% and fell off 42%, all within 4-hour period. That is the kind of volatility we are into now. That is the type of volatility we are to expect over the coming days. I just wanted to point this out that we can have exceptionally wild swings the closer we get to the actual squeeze. So how did GME do today? Because we need GME to do well just like us. And it basically had the same troubles that AMC had. So it closed down $258 a day, down $24 or 8.52%. So again, tough day, had the same exact sell-off at the market open. Market open sell-off for cost, down $9.89, $30.83. Again, tough day on the market. After hours, still selling off just like AMC. BlackBerry had an actual up day, albeit minimal. $15.88, up 63 cents intraday, but selling off after hours, but still had the multiple sell-offs throughout the first half of the trading day, as you can see. So again, nothing to be concerned about. AMC was not unique today. So apparently CNBC does not have an editor or spell check, but they did make sure that they were first to report about the 11 million shares. We have taken $12 billion off the table from the short sellers since in 2001 for just AMC and GameStop. We are accomplishing our goal. If you want to chuckle, watch this video. Otherwise, disregard. So AMC, as you can see by the short interest trend lines, our opponent has decided instead of covering, they are going to fight us every step of the way until we force them out. As you can see, the trend lines are now going up. That is their strategy. There was some return shares today. I don't believe there was a lot of covering, but there were return shares. So let's look at the short interest. So short interest actually down just a little bit, 1.7% to 17.62. Again, 2.37 million shares were returned today. Who knows? They'll probably borrow again, but the cost to borrow is going up substantially by the day on Fintel and Ortex. Utilization is down just a little bit simply because of those return shares. So you may have some covering, but there are still, according to 13F filings anyway, 46 short owners still engaged in AMC. So we still have work ahead. Institutional owners, 429, are still involved. 583 million shares traded today for the volume, and 900,000 short shares are available, and the cost to borrow fee, according to Fintel, 19.76. So you can look at the options, absolutely huge, and what makes me more bullish than ever is they have extended the options from 73 now to $145 strikes, including up until tomorrow, and then they have extended that beyond that. So the smart money, the market makers, certainly are anticipating an upward bullish move still. So if you just look at the open interest at the $60 strike, almost 21,000 contracts at 60, almost 34,000 at 70, and 44,000 at 73, expiring Friday, tomorrow. There is a ton of calls that we can put in the money with some bullish price action, and I certainly believe it is attainable and reasonable to think we can. So extending out even further, you can see the volume at those strike levels, and that is down the line, expiring on different weeks, but the volume is absolutely huge. If you just look at the $145 strike, there's 173,000 just in volume at that level, expiring on different dates. So big money deals, obviously a lot of big money deals today, but you can look deep in the money calls and puts, but probably what makes me most bullish is the call to put ratio is becoming more neutral, which makes me believe personally that we are going to have a run up, and they are going to short it on the way back down, and everyone is kind of positioning on either side, kind of hedging, pardon the pun. So overall, I'm actually most bullish about this as this continues to trend to a more 50-50 or neutral perspective. So again, always fun to look at. This has actually increased since yesterday up to $1,200 from $900. Again, even the probability chart's picking up on the bullish nature, and I believe we certainly have room to run. So let's close with a quote. You have to be at your strongest when you are feeling your weakest. Today, with the huge fall off, the sell off, no doubt it affected people's nerves. It tested your diamond hands. It tested your resolve. Some people may have sold out, and that is fine. But I believe passing today a huge test for each and every one of us to get past to a more bullish run in the very near future. So if you found this video informative and entertaining, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, thank you for watching, and I hope your life is full of green candles. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.